I'll be telling you a story about the wind and the sun. Well, what could be the story? Well, one bright morning, the wind and the sun were talking high up in the sky. They were both proud and loved to show their power. I am the most powerful thing in the world, said the wind proudly. When I blow, the trees bend, and waves rise, and people run for shelter. I can destroy anything I want. The sun smiled gently. You may be strong, dear wind, but I think gentleness and kindness can achieve what force and anger cannot. The wind laughed loudly. Kindness? Ha 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 ha, that's weak. Let's see who's stronger. We'll have a competition. The sun agreed. Very well. But what kind of competition shall we have? At that moment, they saw a traveler walking along the road below. He was wearing a heavy coat and hat because the air was very, very cold. I know, said the wind. Who can take off the traveler's coat first will be the strongest. Sure, I agreed, said the sun. The wind went first. He blew hard, rolling dust and leaves into the air. The traveler held it onto his coat around him. The second try, the wind blew harder and harder, roaring across the sky. The traveler struggled to keep his hat from flying away and held his coat even closer. He began to shiver from the cold wind. The wind grew tired, but he didn't give up. With his last might, until trees bent low and birds flew for shelter. But no matter how hard he blew, the traveler only held onto his coat tighter. The wind stopped. Exhausted, I give up, he said angrily. I cannot take off his coat. The sun smiled gently. First, she gave gentle rays of warmth, making the air pleasant, and the traveler started to relax. Soon, the sun shone brighter and brighter, making the traveler feel the warmth on his face and back. He started to loosen his coat. Then, after a few minutes, the air became so warm that the traveler stopped walking, drank some water, and wiped his forehead, also took off his coat completely. I think the sun succeeds. The sun beamed happily. Do you see that, my friend? Gentleness and kindness can achieve what force and anger cannot. The wind looked down on the traveler and smiling at the sun. He knew that the sun was right. From that day on, the wind learned that true strength lies not into hardness or power, but in patience, kindness, and warmth. The end. The moral of the story is, gentleness and kindness can achieve what force and anger cannot. That's all for my story, judges and friends. Thank you.